Today we have Yuri Montanholi, Wiley Square, and Walker Ballin to talk to us today about their Bison research project that is being funded by Alberta Innovates that we were talking about a few weeks back, their optimization of non-contact sensing technologies to enhance sustainability of bison farming. And so they're going to talk a little bit about us today about the new research that they've done with that project, as well as some of the stuff they learned and the competition, the poster competition they competed at the Bison International Convention that took place in Saskatoon a few weeks ago. And so thank you so much, all of you, for being with us today.
My pleasure, Thomas.
And so, Yuri, tell me where this project has gone since we last spoke and a little bit more about what you guys are planning to do with it in the coming few months.
Yeah, we are working towards deploying the project. And the project, two main streams. One focus on cow-calf, another one focus on feedlot bison. So we come up with some advances on the drone monitoring that enable us to be surveying the herd and learning more about the composition, if the cow had a calf or not. So there's a lot of cool stuff on that. And the other side, it is on the feedlot that we are developing a very interesting unit for sensing the animals. So was quite interesting to be at the stage of presenting this in a conference, and really rewarding to see Walker Ballin and Wiley Square being placed like within first and third place at the conference. So that's really good. That's such an accomplishment when we consider that it is a competition for international competition, when they're competing with students that have master's and PhD education while they are still working on their bachelor degree.
And so you were at that Bison convention. Tell me a little bit about the uptake of this project with members of the international Bison community, as well as kind of what you guys learned and are hoping to put forward with this program.
It was a lot of interaction with industry stakeholders. We could be talking to people that work with Bison at the industry, at research settings from North America, from Europe. And the exchange was very positive. We certainly expand our networks and just felt our lungs very full to continue deploying this interesting project.
And so now we have Wiley Square. He came first in the poster competition at the International Bison Convention. And so tell me a little bit, Wiley, about the feeling that you had being able to place first at such a prestigious event.
It was definitely a first time for me. I'd say overall it was very validating getting to know that there is interest and demand for the work that we're doing with non-contact monitoring and handling of bison. There's a lot of interest from industry and from producers. So I guess overall, just very, very validating to know that there's an interest and there is going to be a demand for the project that we're working on and the research we're doing.
What was your poster about specifically relating to this And so, Wiley, what was your poster specifically about relating to this project that you guys are working on?
A portion of the project that I was focusing on was exploring ways that we can use drones and cameras to remotely monitor and survey bison cow-calf herds. Because the problem is with a lot of producers with the bison is handling bison, they require a very hands-off approach. And that can lead to challenges when you're trying to gain information such as which cows have calved and how many cows are out on pasture, and even just monitoring them. So using drones, we found that we could remotely monitor and access them without disturbing them and gain that kind of information that could help make valuable management decisions.
And so, Wiley, I come from a bit more of a cattle background, and anytime drones have been around cattle, we often find that they get very agitated when they hear the roaring of the drone being nearby. Are bison different, or have you guys found the optimal place that you guys can place the drones away from the bison so that you can monitor them without them getting agitated?
Yeah, so we've actually had a few test flights out at the bison herd, the Lakeland College bison herd. And we were a little concerned at first, not gonna lie, but we started pretty high, 150 meters, and we were actually pleasantly surprised to discover that they didn't mind the drone at all. We could comfortably get within 10, 20 meters. Yeah, and to them, it wasn't anything more than a dragonfly, really. They didn't mind it one bit, and we didn't alter their behavior at all, which we're very pleased to discover.
And so now we have Walker Ballin. He placed third at the International Bison Convention. And so, Walker, tell me what you did specifically about with this research project? And also tell me how it felt to be placing third above so many prestigious other professors and workers that have PhDs while you're still working on just getting your bachelor degree.
Jerry said that was a really cool feeling to see the work that we've been putting into this project be right there and competitive with the work that master's students and PhD students are doing. That was just a really good surprise, and you could just tell that the work we're doing did relate to the bison industry. The producers were very keen on coming up and asking questions and asking about what we were doing. My specific poster was about walkover weigh scales in a feedlot scenario for bison production. Bison are a very undomesticated animal compared to cattle, which I come from a cattle background as well. So we're looking at utilizing non-contact sensing technologies to improve efficiency in bison feedlots. A lot of setbacks and stresses come with bison production if you physically handle them or process them. So if we can use walkover weigh scales and different types of cameras to monitor them remotely, we feel as though we can provide something that bison producers will be able to use and increase efficiency and safety in the industry.
And so Walker, when you mentioned that bison don't like to be handled as much as cattle, kind of what are you referring to when you're saying that handling of bison that they just don't really seem to like?
For sure. I guess coming from a cattle background, I think we take it for granted that when a calf gets sick, it's not too hard to just go sort that one off and treat it, run it through the chute, right? Whereas in the bison industry, it's a lot harder to do that because of their undomesticated nature. So actually, when you physically handle them or pull them away from the herd to treat them and vaccinate them or weigh them or whatever you have to do, it actually causes a big setback in their production, and they can go 3 weeks without gaining any weight after that interaction, which costs a lot of efficiency.
Thank you all so much for all of the information on this very intriguing research project. And we hope to hear more from all of you coming down the line when you guys get even deeper into this research project. And so we wish you all the best and thank you so much.